This week on Cal High Sports Bay Area, we see some of the Bay Area's best. We'll have Najee Harris and Antioch meeting Milpitas. Milclimans meets Moreau Catholic, and San Mateo rivals Aragon and San Mateo meet in the Wells Fargo Bank Game of the Week.
Volleyball action features St. Francis and Mountain View, water polo with Half Moon Bay and Los Altos, and we continue our series this season with Andrew Hill football and meet some players looking to make this team click this season. It's all next on Cal High Sports Bay Area.
Welcome to Cal High Sports Bay Area here at the Silver Creek Sportsplex. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Marissa Levis. We start tonight with the top-ranked team in the Bay Area this year and, well, the past 700 years, the De La Salle Spartans. The defending state champs will be strong again this year because, well, that's just what they are.
700 years?
Yeah, 700.
I had no idea. The Spartans meeting their old friend De La Salle alum Patrick Walsh and his Serra Padres, led by the dynamic Lecky Nunn. De La Salle hosting Serra Friday night.
The De La Salle Spartan fans all pumped up for the big game against Serra. First quarter, Abel Ordaz plunges in for the first score of the game, and it is 7-0 Spartans. More De La Salle in the first quarter. Ordaz hands it off to Kyrie Robinson, who walks in for the TD. 19-0 DLS after one. Second quarter, Serra fights back. Lecky Nunn taking this one himself for a big gain. Nice run there. And that would lead to this, a 6-yard TD run from Nunn, and Serra cuts the deficit to just 12. But the Spartans come right back and answer. Ordaz turns on the Jets for 70 yards. Look at him go downfield. Spartans score a couple of plays later, and it is 32-7 at the half. Third quarter, Serra comes out firing. Luke Batari connects with Nunn for another nice gain. And just a few plays later, it's Batari, this time finding Patrick Nunn, who makes a nice catch at the back of the end zone. Serra looking to make a late rally. But just too much Spartans in the end. It's Robinson again, this time going all the way. 48 yards for his second touchdown of the night, as De La Salle wins convincingly with a final of 47-13. It's Ordaz and Robinson leading the way for the victorious De La Salle Spartans.
Here come the Gunderson Grizzlies as they host South San Jose rival Leland. Gunderson moving in the first, handed to Joseph Palacios, and he busts through the line and up the middle for a Grizzly first down on their scoring drive. Later on in the same drive, it's Palacios again, and another Gunderson first down, leading to a Gunderson touchdown and a 6-0 Gunderson Grizzly lead in the first quarter. The Chargers stuffed all night long by a stingy Gunderson defense. John Sayens and Justin Dameron doing good work there. Second quarter now, and Gunderson looking to go deep. G.P. Baines, the quarterback, firing into the end zone, and there is Isaiah Guzman in stride, making the grab, and Gunderson takes a 12-0 lead going into halftime. Same score now in the fourth quarter. Leland driving. It's Trevor Johannes firing to Kyle Anderson, and the outstanding sophomore making the grab, and he gets a first down there. And then Johannes back to throw again. A big play here, this time going deep and again to Anderson, but the Chargers get the pass interference call to set them up at the goal line. But the Gunderson D comes up huge with 3 stops at the 1-yard line to keep the Chargers out of the end zone. And Gunderson goes on to win it 12-0 the final. 2 TD passes for Baines in the game. The Grizzlies are now 2-0 to start the season for their head coach, Chuck Ball.
We get straight to the highlights, and this one is the Foothill Falcons face Livermore, and in the second quarter, Livermore already up 4-3. Emily Hawkins gets the ball and swims it nice and closes it with the goal. And still in the second, Emily McElroy passes to Madison Wigland, who rockets one in from way far out, and the Falcons are still down 1 headed into the half. Into the third now, Livermore going for goal number 6, but Nagar Teheran makes the huge save, and later in the third, Livermore on the attack. They attempt, but Teheran makes the save again. Hawkins not giving up, though, and it's a tap-in by Caitlin Johnson that gives Livermore the 7-4 lead. Johnson had 5 goals on the day. Fourth quarter now, Livermore launches it down the pool, and it's Hawkins on the hunt again. She scores her 3rd goal of the game, and it's absolute domination by the Livermore Cowboys with a final of 12-5. Each week, the Rikus Center will bring us the Players of the Week.
That's right. The announcement made in a wrap produced by the Hip Hop Department at the Rikus Center. Here are this week's Players of the Week.
Rikus Center, Hip-Hop Players of the Week is back. Yeah. Montez Thompson running back for the Pirates. Senior number 21, short from quiet. Exploding through the lane, 11 yards per game. This dude is insane, he ruling the game. He's the one to blame. For what? For all the destruction. Okay. Catching, causing pain to all of the function. 3 touchdowns, 300 plus yards. No slowing down, you can move those guards. Charging through the pool, we got Jack Bignell. Senior number 2's got mad quick skills. He opened the season with 7 goals in the match. Don't save the seasoning, sprinkle souls in his batch. 16-7 win, as clean as ever been. His team is a machine, beam like kerosene. I don't see a single squad stopping his crew. Better swim away or end up drowning in the pool. It's good to be back. Rikus Center, Hip-Hop Players of the Week.
Your Orthopedics brings us great advice on sports-related injuries every week. Here's Murali Murthy with this week's tip.
In kids, flat feet, or pes planus, is a fairly common and usually painless condition that occurs when the inside of the arch fails to form well. If there is any achiness in the feet, ankles, or knees, this can usually be treated with an orthotic. Only on rare occasions is surgery necessary. Certain situations, however, may be more of a red flag. Tightness of the Achilles tendon is also a sign of potential joint problems in the future. These situations should be evaluated by an orthopedic pediatric specialist or an orthopedic foot and ankle specialist to get a proper diagnosis and to prevent bigger problems down the road.
Coming up, it's the Block Construction blockbuster game as Najee Harris and Antioch take on Milpitas.
And the Scotts Valley quarterback and why he's thrilled to have his dad back cheering him on this season. Our Stevens Creek Toyota Spirit of Achievement feature is next.
The Rikus Center's athletic programs are an elite system for college-bound and professional-level athletes. Rikus' nationally accredited coaching staff teaches students about Olympic lifting, plyometrics, and overspeed training. They value the importance of injury prevention by using PRI and DNS protocols, while also providing students physical deloading workouts in their endless pool. Interested? Well, come on by to the Rikus Center to turn your goals into a reality.
Stevens Creek Toyota is proud to support high school sports to help mold the leaders of tomorrow. Now we invite you to experience the future today with the car of the future, the all-new 2016 Mirai hydrogen fuel cell vehicle. Be the first to drive the future today, or check out the amazing new 2016 Prius Liftback. Plus, experience genuine Toyota service in our state-of-the-art facility. Drive the future right in the heart of Silicon Valley at Stevens Creek Toyota San Jose.
Ms. Rodriguez, we noticed some unusual account activity. Did you make an $810 purchase at Urban Cycling?
Yep, that was me. Thanks for checking.
Hey, sweet. A bike. Are you thinking of training?
Nah, I'm thinking of riding to work. You know, a little alone time.
We're not breaking up a carpool, right?
I'm just messing with you guys.
24/7 fraud monitoring, security, convenience, together.
Seriously. What's a bike for?
Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far.
BLACH Construction Company builds the highest quality buildings that exceed the expectations of our customers throughout the Bay Area and Central Coast. BLACH is a strong, diverse contractor building projects that enhance our community. BLACH serves a variety of markets, including education, professional office, healthcare, historic preservation, mixed use, multifamily, and senior housing. BLACH Construction has won numerous industry awards, including being honored as one of the safest contractors in the state. BLACH Construction, enhancing communities for nearly 5 decades.
Back at the Silver Creek Sportsplex with our first look this season at Najee Harris. He is simply the best player in the nation, and since coming to our banquet last year, well, he's really blown up.
Yeah, the banquet has that effect on people, all because of us. The Milpitas Trojans were looking to slow down the powerful running back this week. It's our first blockbuster game tonight. Marissa was there.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
A big night for two teams in the NCS and CCS, and we'll start with the Milpitas Trojans and their standout junior Tariq Bracey, who last year averaged 9.5 yards per carry and 22.8 yards per reception. He finished the season with 18 touchdowns and 6 interceptions on defense. And then we talked about Najee Harris in the Open. Najee, the top recruit in the nation, finished with 5,007 yards last year, 59 touchdowns, and has averaged over 100 yards in his last 24 games, currently committed to Alabama. A big one for you tonight. It's Antioch and Milpitas in our blockbuster game. Antioch keeping with tradition and doing the haka to start things off before the big game. Milpitas opening things up on offense. The Trojans starting off fast. Tyree Bracey airs it out to Devon Jones. Jones is going to take this one all the way in for the first points of the game. But on the ensuing kickoff, the Panthers answer right back. Dolan Green finds the early gap and maneuvers his way in and out of defenders. Green off to the races, down the sideline and in for 6. Antioch goes for 2 and takes the 8-7 lead. Still first quarter, the Trojans back on offense. This time it's Tyree putting up a prayer to Tuni Falatau Fafita. Great pass and catch between both players. The Trojans continuing to push the air attack with just 1 minute left in the first. Tyree launches the ball to Dion Leonard. Leonard not going to be brought down. Home team ends the quarter up 21-8. Second quarter, Milpitas offense continuing to work on both ends. Bracey connects with a wide open Ali Matau. Another 6 for the Trojans, and it's 28-8. Third quarter, Milpitas lead cut to 6, still looking for some more insurance. Tariq taking matters into his own hands. He fakes the handoff and scampers in, increasing the lead 36-22. Antioch trying to make a last-minute comeback. Quarterback Willem Carthrong throws to Najee Harris in the end zone. Najee making the spectacular catch to pull back with an 8, but just too much Milpitas in this one. The Trojans executing the pass all night long. Bracey again, one of his 5 passing TDs. This one courtesy of Dylan Sua'ulua. And the final in this one is 49-28. A big win for the Milpitas Trojans. Tyree Bracey talked about it after the game.
Me and my brother, we got great chemistry. Dion, Tuni. Where my QB at? That's what I'm talking about, boy. That's what I'm talking about. All these touchdowns is thanks to them. It's thanks to them. It's thanks to them. Our chemistry is great.
The Lady Falcons from Freedom facing the Lady Gales of Dublin Monday night. From the very first, things were going the Gales' way. Dublin dominating 23-13. Haley Bruce with the rip. Gales up 24-13. They followed that up with a huge spike from Michelle Anderson. Dublin winning the first 25-14. The Gales continue to crush it in the second. It's Sarah Gree with a diving dig to save it. Ashley Hett there taps it over, and the Gales are up 9-2. Later on, the Falcons down 17-7. Jocelyn Sadler makes a great sideways save. Madison Silver follows up with the block, and Freedom gets the point, but still loses the set. Into the third we go. Freedom really coming alive. Rachel Gonzalez with the tip, and Erica Walters puts it over and down. Freedom up early 2-1, but the Gales were giving it right back to them. Erica Mart sets up Brianne Ashley for the kill. The Gales go up 24-20. The Falcons fighting back 25-24. Gales set point, and the Falcons fall short of a 4th set. Dublin winning it in 3 straight. Anderson leading the Gales with 8 kills. Each week, Stevens Creek Toyota brings us stories of athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Robert, tonight we meet the starting quarterback from the Scotts Valley Falcons, whose dad will be back in the stands cheering on his son this season. A big San Francisco Giants fan, this dad came very close to never seeing his son play again.
A 42-year-old San Francisco Giants fan remains in critical condition after being punched and kicked by 2 LA Dodgers fans on opening day.
I don't remember that day at all. I woke up a year later and I was at my parents' house where they took me back home. I was like, what am I doing here? And my mom was like, you were in a coma.
Brian Stowe, a former paramedic and a father of 2, would have his life and his family's life forever changed. The simple idea of going to a baseball game to cheer on his favorite team turned ugly. An eye-opening experience for his son Tyler, who was just 11 at the time.
I knew that violence happened all over, but we learn about that in school, but you never hear about stuff like that happening. And at least when I was that young, I never heard about stuff like that happening. And
you shouldn't take it farther than it being a game. It's not your life, right? Right?
right?
Okay, it's not my life, but it's their life. So that's how I got to look at it.
The outpouring of support from around California for Brian Stowe and his family was enormous. In such trying times, it was the Giants organization who continued to back the family. Between countless visits in the hospital from players and executives to a once-in-a-lifetime experience of letting son Tyler throw the first pitch at a game in honor of his dad.
Good luck, son.
I just wanted to take full advantage of it and do it while I could. So that was a crazy experience that I'm very grateful for.
I couldn't have made it this far without my family, San Francisco, everybody supporting me. It's been tremendous.
Tyler is now in his senior year at Scotts Valley. In his final year as starting quarterback, he continues to push himself out on the field, a place to have fun and release built-up emotions.
Last year he kind of stayed back and kind of just did as much as we asked him, and when the season ended, Tyler dedicated himself to just saying, okay, it's my senior year, I'm going to work hard.
Football has been an outlet because in such a way that I don't have to worry about everything that's going on outside of football, outside of the field.
The relationship between Tyler and Brian might not be the same as it once was, but there is a constant for them both. The love of the game and spending quality time together never gets old.
I'd say our relationship, a lot of it revolves around sports just because I threw the football with my dad for the first time. And I remember throwing the football with him and being like, I used to want to be a wide receiver, and he's like, oh, you've got the best hands. And those are like really good memories for me. So I like to think back on those memories, and I like to talk sports with him.
I love that kid. He's a good kid. He turned out really good.
Like any teenager, there are highs and lows throughout high school. But for Tyler, he has something special. A father who has taught him the true definition of what it means to be a survivor.
It allows me to overcome a lot of the hardships or the difficulties of regular teenage life or football or wherever it may be.
Despite the unfortunate situation his dad went through, Tyler continues to excel in the classroom, on the football field, and can't wait for his senior year. And Tyler is looking to go on to play football, and I mean, his dad's sense of humor is just off the charts too.
Yeah, and he's an outstanding young man. We know he's going to do great things, but been through a lot.
Been through a lot, and the family's stronger than ever.
Yep, all right. Each week this season, Panera Bread restaurants and the San Francisco 49ers help bring us the Coach of the Week award. The winning coach to receive a gift card from Panera Bread. A great place for a quick, healthy meal.
Here's Antoine Bethea with this week's Coach of the Week.
Hi, I'm 49er safety Antoine Bethea, here to announce the first Charlie Whittemore Memorial Coach of Week 1 of the 2016 season. Week 1 goes to St. Francis head coach Greg Calgano. The Lancers' home opener was a rematch of last year's CCS championship game. With a chance for redemption, St. Francis came out pounding and defeated Oak Grove 24-7. Coach Calgano will be invited to watch a 49ers practice at the SAP Performance Facility, where he will be presented his award by 49ers head coach Chip Kelly. He will also be recognized on the field prior to our final home game of the season on January 1st. As part of this award, St. Francis will receive a $1,000 grant from the 49ers Foundation. Congratulations to head coach Greg Calcano, this week's Charlie Whittemore Coach of the Week.
Coming up, two top East Bay teams squaring off as Moreau Catholic meets McClymonds.
And later, it's the Wells Fargo Bank Game of the Week with Mayhem and Mateo as Aragon meets crosstown rival San Mateo as Cal High Sports Bay Area continues. Head over to the Silver Creek Sportsplex in South San Jose for the excitement and fun of day camps for kids ages 7 to 12. Enjoy our state-of-the-art air-conditioned facility where your superstar will receive the best training in a variety of sports in the morning. They'll experience flag football and soccer on the Bay Area's best indoor fields. They'll learn roller hockey, baseball, softball, and more. Afternoons are filled with a variety of fun activities. Sign up now for our Veterans Day and Christmas camps. Build skills, make friends, and have fun. If you are injured, you want immediate help from the very best. That's why Muir Orthopedic Specialist gives your high school athletic trainer a direct line for an immediate consultation with a sports doctor. You'll get an appointment within 1 business day with access to in-house digital imaging and MRI. Many of our doctors have already teamed with local high schools to bring great care to you. Muir Orthopedic Specialist wants you to get the best possible care as quickly as possible so you can get back in the game. Muir Orthopedic Specialist, a comprehensive approach to sports medicine. Back at the Silver Creek Sportsplex with the Oakland League defending champs McClymans looking for another trip to the Silver Bowl. Mac with an impressive opening night win last week against El Cerrito.
Yeah, and this week they were taking on our good friend Buda Eisen and his Moreau Catholic Mariners. Moreau also impressive in their opener last week. It's Mac at Moreau Friday night.
The Moreau Catholic cheerleaders getting the crowd all pumped up for their game against McClymans. From the start, the game proved to be a defensive struggle. Mariners strong safety Richard Thurman delivering a big hit on the Warriors receiver, and that got the crowd all fired up. Early in the game, the Warriors offense struggling to find their groove. 4 of the 5 red zone possessions ending in turnovers. Mariners safety Joshua Pullum recovers for the touchback there. Didn't take long before Mac got their ducks in a row. Quarterback Con Green hits DeMar Johnson on the quick slant in the back of the end zone. The Warriors lead it 20-7. The Mariners trying to battle back as running back Buda Eisen brings the ball all the way to the 1-yard line, but the drive would later come to an end after consecutive false start penalties. Mack continuing to pour it on as Green evades defenders and finds receiver Angelo Garrett in the end zone. Running back Jarrell Alberti deciding to join the end zone party, breaking free, cutting back, and walking in 60 yards later. A huge play for Mack there. And then on the very next play, the Warriors would punch it in on the 2-point conversion, courtesy of Xavier Kennedy. McClymans with no problems in this one, taking the Mariners 41-7 to move to 2-0 on the season.
Cupertino traveling to Westmont to face the Warriors Tuesday afternoon. Start of the first, it's Cupertino getting things started. Emily Burke gets out of the jam and fires the ball past the keeper to give Tino the early 1-0 lead. But it's the Warriors answering right back. Great passing to Rock Kavari up to Julian Hoagland. Hoagland centers the ball up for Olivia Morris, and she wastes no time finishing things off, and we are locked at 1. Westmont looking to take the lead here. Hoagland this time on the assisted teammate Taylor Stankus. Taylor finding open space, and it's 2-1 Warriors. Second half, Cupertino feeling the pressure, and check out Emily Burke. She breaks away from the back and then stays patient and goes right through the defender's legs past the keeper, and it's 2-2 just like that. And we head into OT tied at 2 all 7 minutes in sudden death, and it's none other than Emily Burke once again on the escape. Emily stays with it for the game-winning goal, and Cupertino gets the victory in overtime with a final of 3-2. Emily Burke leading the way with 3 goals in this one.
Once again this season, One Hit Away brings us great information on concussion prevention and treatment.
Here's Darren Citi-Baca with this week's tip.
One Hit Away is encouraged by today's cutting-edge technology with head impact sensors that can alert of a concussion while playing. Here are the 4 types of monitoring devices you may consider in research: sport helmet sensors, headbands or skull caps with sensors, mouthpiece detection devices, smartphone or tablet apps such as CDC's Heads-Up Concussion app. One Hit Away understands your brain can change your game.
Coming up, it's the Wells Fargo Bank Game of the Week. It's Aragon and San Mateo.
And we go into the pool with Half Moon Bay and Los Altos next.
Hi, my name's Tom McGraw. I'm the CEO of First National Bank of Northern California and the former Bellarmine Bell. First National Bank of Northern California, proudly serving your community for 53 years. We live and play in this community just like you. We'd like to show you how a community bank like ours can help your business. From San Francisco all the way to Sunnyvale, we know the peninsula and we want to know you. Remember, go long and don't drop the ball at First National Bank of Northern California.
I ran track in high school and in college. Competitive running builds the will to try and try again. It's not so much about winning or losing, it's about consistently showing up to do your best.
This is essential in my job as an officer with the San Jose Police Department.
And it drives me to be my best for the residents of San Jose.
Visit our website at joinsjpdblue.com to find out more about a career with the San Jose Police Department. Be the force for greatness.
The San Francisco 49ers are committed to helping kids live a healthy, active lifestyle.
You're plenty fast enough. You're plenty fast. Exchange. Good. Go.
Check out 49ers.com/YF to see how you can get involved.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Muir Orthopedic Specialists, providing leading-edge care to athletes of all ages. And First National Bank of Northern California, your community business bank. By the Silver Creek Sportsplex, the Bay Area's premier sports and fitness destination. By Block Construction, together, building greatness. And by the San Jose Police Department. Visit our website at joinsjpdblue.com to find out more about a career with the San Jose Police Department.
Wells Fargo Bank is proud to present the game of the week each week, each school receiving $500 from Wells Fargo Bank for their football program.
Very great for both San Mateo and Aragon.
Very
nice of Wells Fargo. And the schools combining for more than 2,000 votes this game. It's a battle of San Mateo rivals, and Robert was there.
Big crowd at San Mateo as crosstown rivals Aragon and San Mateo meet. Big play early on as the pass is tipped by Davion Cox and picked off with a terrific grab by Anthony Sandoval, and Anthony races 51 yards for the Dons' first score and a 7-0 lead. Later in the first, the Dons hand it to Cameron Grant, and the sophomore running back with a nice gain there. Later on in the same drive, it's quarterback Gabe Campos back to pass, tossing it out to V.A. Wilson, and Wilson makes a nice move and stretches into the end zone. That's why his name's on the football. Wilson makes it 14-0 Dons. More Dons in the second. Campos throwing over the middle to the tight end, Mike Muller, for a big gain all the way down to the 30-yard line for the big tight end. Then Campos hands it off to Siwa Tangamoa, and Siwa barrels his way ahead to the one. Campos sneaks it in from there. More Dons as Campos tosses it quickly out to Davion Cox, and Davion breaks a tackle and races in to make it 35-0 Aragon. San Mateo scores twice late. This guy is impressive for the Bearcats. Anderson Perdomo running hard all night long. He is really tough to bring down. San Mateo scores on this Boris Mazin 10-yard scamper, but Aragon dominates Campos with a big game, and we talked with the Game of the Week winners right after the game. And here they are after a very impressive victory tonight, the Aragon Dons. Congratulations, guys. Right here with me, senior Siwa Tangamoa. Siwa, talk about this team. You guys off to a 2-0 start. What's it been like for you so far?
Honestly, we faced adversity this week, losing starting center Ian. Shout out to Ian. And then that's when James Kilcullen's little brother Michael came in. He set the tempo. All O-line, they traded the gaps for us to make yards. And then defense, they set the tone by stopping the run in the middle.
Very good. Right here, one of the offensive linemen. You guys played so well today. Lots of yards on the ground. What's it like on the line for you guys? Important for you?
I think on the line, it's all about continuity, and I think we have a lot of it this year. We've been growing bonding since basically the end of last season. We haven't stopped. We've been in the weight room every practice. All our coaches are on us, and we know that we have a lot of work to do. So, but I know we're going to be good later in the season.
And what's it going to be like competing in the Bay Division this year?
I think competing in the Bay Division, it's going to have its struggles, it's going to have its challenges, but I think we'll step up to them. We'll definitely rise to the level, and we'll meet the challenges head on.
All right, another offensive lineman, James Kilcullen. James, talk about your coaching staff on this team. Steve Sell, who's coached here for approximately 700 years, I think. What are these guys like? Maybe even a bit more.
Yeah, so Coach Sell is good. He really gets us dialed up on offense, and especially Pete Carroll. And we have a great offensive line coach, Coach Michael Wu. He always gets offensive line dialed up. He helps get our running backs figured out what we need to do. We help us hit our holes. And on defense, we got Coach Otto dialing up the D-line, and we got Coach Parham who helps run everything. And Dixon helps run the guys in the secondary. So we got a great group of coaches, and they get us ready to play on Friday, and that really helps us win.
Great group of players, too. Congratulations to the Aragon Dons tonight. 2-0 to start the season. Take us out with the cheer, guys.
1, 2, 3, give it to me.
Some Cougar fans excited for this early season matchup against Los Altos. Half Moon Bay strikes first. Logan Yeager gets one just past the goalie, and it's 1-0 Cougs early in the first. Back come the Eagles as Kyle Bestrain finds Nick Rodriguez, who rifles one home, and it's all knotted up at 1. Now 2-1 Half Moon Bay. Rodriguez gets past the defender and finds the back of the net yet again. Game now tied at 2-2. More Los Altos as Ryan Fisk rips one home from long distance, and the Eagles are trying to pull away. Los Altos keeps it going. Jake Lee with a nice feed to Eric Warmoth, and he fires one past the goalie. Half Moon Bay fighting back now. Tanner Islander converts this one, and the Cougs looking to rally late in the game. Islander this time connects with Thomas Castro Santos and finds the net, and the Cougar deficit now is cut to just 4. But Warmoth would have enough as he scores down low, and Los Altos hangs on for a 12-10 victory. Warmoth and Rodriguez leading the way with 3 goals apiece.
Lexus of Stevens Creek helps us honor athletes every week who volunteer in the community.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Nadia Etemade from Westmont High School. Nadia is involved with her community's park beautification process. She volunteers at several local festivals, runs, and community gatherings to help clean up and assist the city of Campbell. Nadia talks about why she loves to volunteer.
I really think that it's important to volunteer because Campbell has given me so much. I've lived here basically all my life, and I feel like it's really important to give back to the community that has given me so much in these past 17 years.
All of our volunteer winners will be part of a scholarship contest where Lexus of Stevens Creek will split $10,000 in scholarship money between 5 of the volunteer winners.
Coming up, California at Foothill in the blockbuster game.
And we continue our series on the season with Andrew Hill football next.
This season, Top Flight Sports Academy and South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram present the season with Andrew Hill.
Taylor Lambert joins us now with this week's episode.
Robert, the Falcons are currently a confident bunch, but Hill will be tested this week as they head to the BVL Jamboree for a little scrimmage action. It's the first test in the season with Andrew Hill.
The season with Andrew Hill football is presented by South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Drive a little, save a lot. And Top Flight Sports Academy, where we elevate skills that take your game to the next level and beyond.
Being around the Andrew Hill football team, one would not imagine the squad came away winless last year. This group is confident and loose.
For I hella want to be a linebacker. Hey, coach. Why can't I try linebacker?
I like linebacker because you're a big, beautiful lineman. Hurry. And you would be leaving me.
I don't want to leave you, but
I know.
Coach doesn't want me to leave him.
With the league scrimmage coming up, Andrew Hill is feeling good about the upcoming season. The perception around campus varies, though. Some people are still pretty down about last year.
Did you go to the football games last year?
I went to most of them, yeah.
Yeah, what do you think of those games?
Usually there weren't many good ones, but they still tried.
They were all right when they could have been better.
Right, so did you go to any of the games last year?
They were trash. They weren't good.
Why do you say that?
Because they couldn't even score one touchdown at all.
They get so demoralized, and they come in and they go watch us, and I go, oh, I'll go watch you on the first game that you win.
It was like, marching to death, but they went out there and they played, and we respect that. And now when I talk to the kids that were on it last year, they go, we're going to do a lot better this year.
I think they're going to do way better this year from what I could see. They're going to do good.
Heck yeah, Mr. Ho is the best.
Well, definitely players that are actually dedicated this year and coaches that actually care and want the best for the team. So I think they'll do pretty well this season.
Yeah, there's a lot of support. Our rallies are pretty good. A lot of students get involved.
I think the kids are really energized and they're motivated, and they look forward to every time that they go out there.
Do you think that you'll attend again?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah? So we'll see you out there?
Yeah, definitely.
The school is getting used to the idea of a comeback season in football, but the team still has a long way to go. The same is the case for wide receiver Matthew Gutierrez.
Hey, QB.
Matthew moved here from Mexico just 9 months ago, after living south of the border since the 3rd grade.
First it was kind of hard because you don't know nobody and you got to start from zero. Gotta come to a new school, everything new. You don't know the streets, nothing.
Gutierrez has never played a down of live football in his life.
I like trying new things. When the season of football was going to start, I saw it and I went for it. I'm learning fast, you know.
Matt is a natural soccer player, and that speed translates to the football field, but there's still a steep learning curve of fundamentals and terminology, on top of English being Matt's second language.
Hey, like, can you still wait?
Go, let's go.
Still pay attention. Slot left 30, X curl on 2.
Matt Gutierrez is getting the hang of football, but he's still never been in a live game. An experience he's about to take on as Andrew Hill travels to Live Oak for the BVAL scrimmage.
Okay, we got about 8 minutes and we're warming up. Get your shoulder pads on. Everything should be ready at this point.
Ready,
okay, let's go.
Nervous, but I'm pumped. You feel me? All I'm gonna do is just hit.
It's ready. I can't wait to play. I've been waiting for this all summer long.
Play smart, play hard. Okay? Sweet, 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 sweet. There you go. Hey, play hard. You guys did a great job on D. Now's where we put pride. Let's go. This is open. 1, 2, 3. He's open, he's open, he's open, he's open, he's open. There you go. Nice job, guys.
Andrew Hill comes out as an inspired bunch. They're playing well early, and it carries on into the evening.
No, Z, you do a 10-yard curl. I want a corner route by Matthew. Look for the corner there. You got a post on the backside. I ride 30 flood. Trans should be open if we have time to throw. Good. Hey, nice job, guys. Nice job. Champion! Go to Tran. Matthew, outside half! I hope this is getting you fired up, all right? We're playing solid right now.
The Falcons are playing well, but it's evident they still have a long way to go against the better teams. But as you can see on the field, the Falcons are getting better, and for now, that's all they can ask for.
Come on. Here we go! Nice job! Good job, guys! There you go! There we go!
The guys really came to play at the scrimmage, which was really nice to see. They were about somewhere in the middle of the teams, I would say, but not bad for a totally revamped squad. And coaching staff, they're looking really good and playing really well. I can't wait for the season to start.
Yeah, and next week we'll have action from their very first game.
At Andrew Hill, Limbrick at Andrew Hill. It should be a good game. Tune in then. It might be a win.
It could be. All right. Thanks, Taylor.
All right. Synergy Environmental Solutions cleans up environmental hazards, asbestos, mold, and all the dirty work for Bay Area schools, corporations, and homes. So each week, Synergy honors the athletes who do the dirty work on the field.
This week doing the dirty work is Cyrus Habibi Likio from St. Francis, just destroying the defender on his way to the touchdown for the Lancers. Cyrus doing the dirty work, just like Synergy Environmental Solutions. Once again this year, we'll have all of the games we shot for tonight's show available to buy either digitally or on DVD. You can go to our website and order yours right now.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter. Now on Friday nights, we'll be pushing lots of scores on the Twitter feed, so be sure to send us your scores at Cal High Sports BA. Also, be sure to like our Facebook page, and you can see all of our shows and highlights on the YouTube site. There's a link at calhighsportsbayarea.com.
Coming up, it's our second blockbuster game as East Bay rivals Foothill and California square off.
And later, St. Francis and Mountain View in girls volleyball, right here on Cal High Sports Bay Area.
The Edge at Club Sports San Jose at Silver Creek Sportsplex is a new 8,000 square foot performance training center where athletes of all levels can build speed, agility, power, coordination, and flexibility. Our proven training methods are taught by nationally certified performance coaches to help athletes of all ages and skill levels accomplish their sports and fitness-related goals. The Edge offers a comprehensive schedule of hard driving classes. Regardless of your current fitness condition, novice to professional athlete, The Edge has a program for you.
Dear Honda, Toyota, Ford, Chevrolet, Kia, Nissan, Subaru, and Smart buyers, do you want more car for less? Shop and compare at South County Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Why buy an expensive Sienna or Odyssey when you can get a 2017 Chrysler Pacifica? Why get a RAV4 when you can get a 2016 Cherokee? Jeep Renegade, $18,999. Grand Caravan, just $16,999. Jeep Patriot for only $10,999. Wow! Why would you buy anywhere else?
The Riker Center is the only facility in the Bay Area using PRI Postural Restoration Institute and DNS Dynamic Neuromuscular Stabilization exercise protocols. Tim Dempsey is only one of 33 trainers in the world certified by the Postural Restoration Institute. Students that follow these protocols will perform better in their sport by neurologically improving their body mechanics. You want to learn more? Well, come on by to the Rica Center.
This is Dr. Michael Miklich of Muir Orthopedic Specialists on the sideline with the Monte Vista High School Mustangs. And you're watching Cal High Sports Bay Area.
Back at the Sportsplex with the NCS Blockbuster game this week as East Bay League play begins this week with 9 teams in the league. You jump right into the league play.
Yes, you do, and that means California with their speedy running back Carlos Gomez would face league rival Foothill with their outstanding junior quarterback Ben Woolridge in week 2. The game played Friday night at Foothill. Our brand new reporter Danielle Alvari was at the game.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
It's a blockbuster game as 2 E-ball teams face off tonight. Foothill taking on California at home. Foothill coming off a rough loss last week, whereas California is hot off a commanding win. The Falcons will be counting on returning junior quarterback Ben Woolridge, who last year helped lead the Falcons to the E-ball title and a spot in the NCS championship game. On the other hand, Cal's seasoned senior running back Carlos Gomez scored 3 touchdowns just last week. Now, last year, the Falcons spoiled homecoming for the Grizzlies, beating them 24-7. So you can bet that these Grizzlies came ready to battle it out with the defending E-ball champs in this blockbuster game. Falcons Nest hosted a full flock as the game kicked off. The Falcons came out fast, working their way down the field, and finally, Jaden Gonzaga gets it in over the top for the touchdown. Foothill on the board first. Then the Falcons defense got some action. Noah Burke gunning for the huge sack, getting his team all fired up. But soon the Grizzlies were off and running. Second quarter, and Carlos Gomez brings in the first California touchdown. Game tied up at 7-all. Later in the second, Foothill on the punt. Cameron Norfleet catches it and takes off, slides right past the defenders, and heads all the way in for a 60-yard Grizzly touchdown. California up 14-7, headed into the half. Third quarter, Grizzlies on the prowl again. It's Gomez with the ball. He takes the long way around, then takes off to the end zone for another California touchdown. That increased their lead to 21-7. Later on in the third, Grizzlies with the ball, and the Falcons are able to force an intentional grounding, which resulted in a safety, giving them some much-needed additional points, 21-9 now. Just over 2 minutes left in the third, and Carlos Gomez with another carry, one of his 16 on the night. And it looks like they have to use the whole Falcon flock to get him down. Moments later, Grizzlies in the red zone yet again. It's handed off to a real Savage, Hugh Savage that is, for the touchdown. California just dominating 28-9. Finally, fourth quarter, Woolridge fakes the handoff, then looks for his man, finds Jaden Gonzaga, who falls just short of the end zone. But on the next play, Woolridge keeps it, plows right in for the Falcon touchdown, gets his team up to 15 on the board, but this final burst wasn't enough from Foothill. The Grizzlies won it all. Final score 28-15. After the game, we heard from California running back Carlos Gomez.
This was a really big deal because, we lost to Foothill 2 years in a row, and, we were just excited to get some redemption, and it was fun.
Danielle Alvari in Pleasanton for the blockbuster game.
The Prospect JV sticking around after their win to cheer on the varsity early on. Westmont going Isabel Connors to their sensational sophomore Melina Mayhood, and Melina with a monstrous baseline kill. But Prospect down big in the first comes back. Emily Adams to Danielle Coho Lolohea to Keelan Spencer, and that's not coming back. But Westmont wins a tight first set. Connors to Megan Aronson, and Megan gets all of that one as the Warriors take the first set 28-26. Here's Mayhood again, tough at the net. She is just one of the very best sophomores in the Bay Area. Keep your eye on Melina. Crazy play here. Watch number 7 for Westmont. Melanie Broback with the pancake, and then from her backside gets it over the net. Problem is, Prospect comes back to win the point. Perla Mbumbo the kill. The Panthers take the second set, but a great play there by Broback. From then on, all Westmont. Melissa Lamb to Connors to Broback, who flies to the net and goes hardline for the kill. As Westmont goes to 2-0, Mayhood and Sarah Hazel leading the way. Cal High Sports Bay Area is teaming up this season with Max Preps to help battle childhood cancers. The program calls for coaches to sign on the maxpreps.com site and make a pledge for a donation for every touchdown scored by your team this season. The money goes to the St. Jude Children's Hospital that does such great work to battle childhood cancer.
Let's get the high school community in the Bay Area to make a pledge and join the fight against pediatric cancer. Go to maxpreps.com for details. We have a link on our CalHighSportsBayArea.com website.
Each week this season, Adobe will be bringing us tips on how to use their products to make really cool highlight reels, team videos, and more.
Here's Robert with this week's Adobe tip.
One of our favorite features of the new Adobe Premiere Pro Creative Cloud is the microphone feature. Not only does it recognize your USB microphone very well, but it makes it very easy to put your voice over your video. On Cal High Sports Bay Area, this allows us to plug in the mic, then get right to laying down the audio track. Just set your in and out points, hit the microphone icon, watch the countdown, and go. Just another way to use these Adobe products to make your videos the best they can be. Coming up, San Jose and Willow Glen.
And St. Francis and Mountain View on the hardwood. You're watching Cal High Sports Bay Area.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By the Rika Center, where goals and dreams become reality. By Wells Fargo, proud sponsor of the Game of the Week. By Stevens Creek Toyota, the #1 Toyota dealership in Northern California. Stevens Creek Toyota San Jose, it's where the deals are. Panera Bread, food as it should be. Food should taste good, it should feel good, it should do good things for you and the world around you. And by DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer.
The San Jose Bulldogs have big numbers this year with 43 players and looking to build momentum, leading to the Big Bone game.
That's right. The Bulldogs taking on Willow Glen. The Rams had a big game from Connell Ryan last week, who had 127 yards receiving. Two teams looking for their first win, battling Thursday night.
Out to Willow Glen High as announcer Mike Gaines does his thing on the mic. And this one started out slowly, but San Jose came out hitting hard. Santiago de la Cruz running angry, and he's a load as the Rams take him down. Let's skip to the second quarter. Just under a minute remaining. Kylan Harris to Carlos Guerra for the TD. Nice throw. QB coach Robert Mendez must be coaching him up well. Halfway through the third, it's Santiago de la Cruz romping into the end zone, and that'll make it 12-0. Willow Glen finally got it going in the fourth. Tyler Warren with a little single play action, and he heaves it downfield to Gilbert Pizarro, and that makes it 12-7 San Jose. Pizarro, a real player, good on defense as well. The Rams continue the assault, handoff to Connell Ryans, and watch this young man work. Players bouncing off of him. Really impressive stuff. Keep giving that young man the ball. And that would set up this Tyler Hawkins 22-yard scamper to give the Rams a 15-12 lead after the 2-point conversion. Hawkins with 131 yards on the ground. The Bulldogs would give the ball back to Willow Glen late in the fourth, and the Rams went on a clock-killing drive. They convert the fourth down here with a Warren run and a couple kneel downs, and the Rams take it with 15-12, your final.
The Mountain View faithful cheering on their Spartans as they battle St. Francis early on. All Lancers as Gabby Heller gets it to Julia Palumba, who backsets Molly Eberton, who just crushes it for the Lancer point. Later in the first, Mountain View trying to get back in it, but the Lancers put up the double block. Bridget Canty and Palumba at the net. It's Canty with the block. Mountain View playing very well in the second. This part of a long rally as the Spartans. Peyton Schaffer with a nice dig, and then Samantha Schaffer gets it to Eleanor Johansson, who gets it over. Then later in the point, the Spartans go Malaysia Bahala to Sam Schaffer to Peyton Schaffer, and the Spartans win a hard-fought point. Later in the second, Peyton to Sam, a big back set to Aiden O'Leary with a big-time rep. Still, the Lancers ended up taking the second. Then in the third, the Lancers bring it home. Canty to Palumba to Eberton. She's pretty good at that. Nice dig here by libero Lizzie Chari over to Canty to Gabby Heller, and St. Francis wins it in 3 straight. The Lancers meeting up with Marissa right after the match.
DGDG.com brings us a play each week that makes everyone happy. This week's Be Happy play is a long point in the Mountain View St. Francis match. The Spartans hitting the hardwood to keep the point alive. Then later in the same point, the Spartans go to Malaya Bajala to Sam Schaefer to Peyton Schaefer to win the point, and they were pretty happy about it in this week's Be Happy play. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion play of the week. It might be this play, but it's usually not.
But first, here is this week's training tip by our good friends at the Rikus Center.
Hi, I'm Coach Kevin Sugawara. Today's training tip is a clamshell. This exercise is a unique way to warm up the glutes before you do any dynamic lower body activity. So we're going to have our athlete lie on her left side, and we're going to stack the knees and heels. As she lifts the top knee, she's going to make sure the left oblique is engaged, engaging her glutes, and keeping the band under tension.
Service by Medallion presents the play of the week every week.
And the winner this year gets a hat and a backpack from Service by Medallion, and of course an invitation to our end of the season awards banquet at Levi's Stadium, thanks to the San Francisco 49ers. Here's this week's play of the week.
Play of the week. We start with Willow Glen's Connell Ryan. Look at Connell telling everybody, say hello to the hand. Knocks one guy down, another guy down before he is finally tackled. But that was a great run there. Emily Burke from Cupertino had 3 goals in this game, including this run upfield, and then she nutmegs the defender and scores her 3rd of the game. Anthony Sandoval off the tip from Davion Cox, and Anthony's going to run a while. A pick 6 to get the Aragon Dons started in this game, and they never looked back. Here's Najee Harris. This is why he's so great. He can run, but he can also catch. Look at the amazing grab there by Najee. Patrick Nunn is 6'3", 200 pounds for the Serra Padres. And look at Patrick get 1 foot down into the end zone for the touchdown for the Padres. A great catch there. But the Service by Medallion play of the week goes to Melanie Broback from Westmont with the pancake and then gets it over the net one more time. The pancake, and then she gets back to her backside and sends it back over. Westmont's Melanie Broback, the play of the week. That's the play of the week, and that's Cal High Sports Bay Area for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Marissa Levis. Be sure to join us next week for the story of the top Oakland running back and what is inspiring him to play this season. We'll see you then.